Hello everyone! Today I will talk about the volume of a sphere. Tricky! How to measure the volume of a sphere. A sphere is round, so it's very hard to measure. But instead of using a sphere, we could use two cones. Because if you fill those two cones up with water, which is in my blue pen, we would have one whole sphere of water. This is why most people like to use two cones to find the volume of a sphere. First things first, the volume of one cone is pi r squared, which is the area. You may know the area, pi times radius squared. And h, which is the height. We can't forget the height. It's very, very important. Divided into 3. No more sphere, only two cones. Here, just try and remember this because we'll use this later on. The more algebraic terms or letters, the more harder it is to solve, or it gets trickier. Now, just a reminder to you guys that when you do the experiment, the radius of those two cones have to be the same, and those two cones' radius also have to be the same to the sphere. Otherwise, the sphere will either get overflooded, or you need around 3 or 4 cones. Here is a picture. It's actually very, very important because up here, we actually want to get rid of this H and replace it with another letter. Otherwise, it'll just be too hard. You got to find 2, not just 1. 1's pretty easy. So, the height equals 2r. Now, instead of pi r squared h over 3, we could replace the height with 2r. So we get 2 pi r cubed. Well, how do we get this? What we do is first we have pi r cubed 2r. We get this 2 and move it over here because coefficients always have to be at the front. And then the r is only left. And just let me scribble out this 2 and put it there. This r squared, r. We put them together to equal r cubed, and remember the over 3. This is only the volume for one cone, but we want the volume for 2 cones because that's the volume of a sphere. So we plus them together. Now we could keep simplifying this by making it 2 over 3 pi r cubed plus 2 over 3 pi r cubed. Then we could take these 2 and plus them together, which will give us, don't plus the denominators, you only get 1, plus the numerators and leave the denominator the same. So you get 4 over 3 pi r cubed. This is our final result. Now some puzzles to test your knowledge. I will read the problems to you and you could pause the video and try them out yourself. Rachel Tyndall discovered a new astronomical object. It has a radius of 8,000 km. If a planet has to be at least 500,000 kilometers cubed as volume, is Rachel's object a dwarf planet or a planet? Next question is, Mrs. Tucker wants to buy a ball for her daughter, but there was a pandemic, so she can't go out and her internet connection is low. The storekeeper, also on the internet, tells her that the ball he is talking about has a diameter of 4 centimeters. Her daughter is 3 years old. Will the ball be suitable for Mrs. Tucker's child? Who is 3 years old? And if this is her child's hand, you can't have a ball like this. It won't fit in. And you can't have a ball like this. So you have to have a ball like this, which will just fit in Mrs. Tucker's daughter's hand. Now have a minute to work this out yourself. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to put them in the comments below. I hope you learned something new and enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.